I'm a big fan of the 10-page build book. The point is not to practice hitting a certain number of pages, it's to practice presenting the information succinctly. You want it to be short enough that it can be flipped through easily by the judges, but you don't want it to be so short that it's not useful. If you're not familiar with judging, if you've never been behind the table before, the number one thing that will culture shock you is how little time the judges have. It's like all waiting if you're a contestant. If you're a judge, it's all go, go, go. So you come in, you give us your book. Probably one of us will sit at the table with the book and flip through it, but we're not really reading it. We're referencing it while listening to what you're saying. And the other judges will crowd around you and, flip your seams with your consent and ask further questions. And then your 5 minutes is up. Hopefully then we get a break, but those breaks are for getting water, getting food, getting coffee, going to the bathroom. We will hopefully also use that time to confer with each other, talk about what we've seen, compare notes, and flip through any build books we haven't seen. But I cannot stress enough how much this thing is not getting read. It is getting flipped through. Let me be clear that I am not saying 10 is a hard and fast number unless it's required by the rules of the competition. Even if there's not a rule for how long your build book is allowed to be, I really recommend at least aiming for 10 just so you get into the practice of it. Please do not kill yourself trying to make it 10 if you're at 12 and there's no page limit, there's no rule against it. It's for the practice of when you do run into page limits. If you are used to doing 20, 50, 100 page build books, being asked to do 10 is going to throw you for a loop. Being asked to do 5 is going to throw you even harder. Just getting into the practice of presenting your information succinctly is going to hugely benefit you in the long run.